Hi, Gemini. This is your reading for the time period of March 2022. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. Hope that you decide to stay. All right. Before I begin your reading, I just want to let you guys know that I do have a few new cases available in the Keys to Akasha section of my channel. Please feel free if you have questions, comments, and or concerns regarding any of the cases, you can kindly comment below the videos, okay? If you do have inquiries as well, you can comment on the most recent community posts that I do have available. You can also send me a direct message to my IG and the money Ife777 or my email at iofakasha108@gmail.com. Okay. All right. So now, please be advised that these readings are interpreted. I'm using my ability, the Eight of Spirit, and the meanings of the cards to get the readings done. Okay. All right. So let's see what's coming through for you, Gemini. Something is important about where you used to work, either where you work now or where you used to work. It may be important to keep in mind. I'm also getting something about an Aries element as well too. So an Aries may be important to a situation, okay? All right, Gemini. So you have the Game Master here, the Knight of Swords energy. So this could be you. You could be embodying this, or you could be dealing with another air sign male, like another Gemini, an Aquarian, or a Libra. I'm picking up something about taxes. So taxes may be important with you or this person if they're external. Okay, they could be a partner to you, business partner, co-worker, lover, friend. It just depends on who they are. All right, if it's just you, then you know those kind of things are important. Okay, tax season is around, tax season is approaching, so you may want to get that stuff sorted, or you want this person to get it sorted. It just depends, because maybe there's a document that they have that either you're trying to obtain or someone else is trying to obtain, or you need to obtain the document in order to give it to someone. Okay. All right. The starting point has the Eight of Interference. Okay, so the Eight of Interference would mean that either you're interfering with, I'm getting something about social media too. You could be interfering with something that you see on social media. It could have something to do with another air sign male, but it doesn't have to. I was also getting Aries as well. But the interference would mean that you're responsible for, I get revealing. You may be responsible for revealing something specific that you do see or you do know about that is taking place on social media, if that makes any sense. That's why I had the swords here. This is actually a TV that these swords are going through. Okay, so the way the card looks, it's kind of dark and decrepit in the background. So whatever it is that you are seeing, it probably may aggravate a few people, or I get put them in the right place. So it either is going to aggravate people, but the aggravation implies that they be put in the right place, if that makes any sense to you. All right, so you could be talking something, I don't know, dropping gems, giving the tea on your Instagram and things of that nature. But it's whatever it is that you're saying is either making someone that I mean, you could be indirectly talking to somebody, or you're indirectly talking about a particular group of people, but it's like, I get take action. So you're either taking action, or the person or the people that you're referencing on social media, they may take action, if that makes any sense to you. The waiting position has this. I knew there was an Aquarian here. The star. All right. So the star could be an air sign, an Aquarian woman, could also be an Aquarian man. All right. Or you could be embodying star energy. That could be another scenario. Okay. So whoever is that you are referencing on social media, it could have something to do with an air sign, man or woman. That's why the Knight of Swords energy is underneath, right? I'm getting this idea of they took something from me. I'm getting that kind of idea as well. That's why the 8 is here. So whoever you're saying, whoever you are talking about that you're saying took something from you, the 8 of Swords could be that you could also be talking about what was taken from you. A person could have been taken from you. An object, something tangible could have been taken from you. And this person has it, or they're responsible for whatever it is that you're saying they took from you, right? If that's not the case, the 8 of Swords of this person, I get getting back at. The 8 of Swords with the Aquarian is that you may want to get back at the Aquarian for some reason. You want to get back at them for something that they took. They could have taken a person, they took an object, something tangible. I get they know of something. They also know of something that has something to do with you. They know of something, whatever that means. But knowing of something, but it's a secret. So knowing of something implies that it's a secret that they know, or I'm being drawn to an Aries as well. So there's an Aries that is responsible for sharing some type of secret with an Aquarian. The Aquarian knows the secret, I get indirectly. The Aquarian knows the secret, and they may be talking about that secret on social media, but they're doing it indirectly to impact you. If that's not the case, you know of a secret regarding the Aquarian or the Aries, and you're talking about it online, outwardly, but someone may be catching on to the fact that you are, with the star being in the waiting position, right? There's a be careful who you talk about as well with the 8 of Swords and the Aquarian. Be careful who you reference. Be careful who you talk about specifically. So that's either their voice to you or that's your voice to them. That could be a situation as well. But I feel this element of like, you used to be friends with this individual. Like you used to be friends with them. Like you used to be really close. But they've been talking about you, or they have something. They also have something tangible that is yours, right? We're told to not give it. So they have something that is yours. They were told to not give it. I don't know if you have something that's theirs and you could have been told to not give it up, but I feel like it's them that is responsible for obtaining something that they're not giving it up for some reason. Okay. There's also this feeling of finding out where that individual lives. You may want to find out where they live. All right. That's why the 8 is here and the star. Okay. So before I move any further, what this feels like is that it feels like some type of wrongdoing that an Aquarian energy did, or I'm getting a lie. They could have put out a lie about you. I don't know if you or you did that about them, but there's repercussions to a lie, or there's repercussions to someone being given some type of information that they shared outwardly, or something they were given that they talk about that they were given that was yours. If that, I had a payment when I hit that note. So there's a payment that someone may be bragging that they have that is yours. Something about the payment. So if someone was given a payment that you think or you feel like the payment is rightfully yours, but what's happening is that it was given to someone else, it could be a situation here where you could have temporarily left a job, or you temporarily took leave from a situation that was paying you, but it was something about you taking leave. I get not wise. So something about you taking leave from a place may not have been wise if that's something that you did. Or you either didn't do it yet, or you plan on doing it, or you did it already, but something isn't wise to do about that because it involves your pay, or it involves pay that you could be getting. But if you leave, or if you did leave, that probably wouldn't be, that was not, I don't know what tense. If you did it already, if you left somewhere, that was not wise to do. If you plan on leaving somewhere, it would not be wise for you to do. because somebody has their eyes on something that they saw you doing in your workplace, or they have their eyes on a pay that you didn't care about. They have their eyes on pay that they deem you to not care about, or they think you didn't care about that pay, whatever it is. It could have something to do with some type of benefit from a job, or a gift, or some type of increase, or a bonus, things of that nature that someone could have inquired about through your absence, vice versa, if that makes any sense. Okay. The present has, there's a lot of air here. The Prince of Sword energy. So the air sign male is here again. So right, if this is you, this could be you dealing with the air sign, the external air sign, or you're dealing with this individual. They may look like this. This could be a black guy, or like a light-skinned black dude that they may wear glasses. They may sometimes wear glasses. That could be a situation. They're also psychic. You're dealing with someone that is also psychically in tune, but they're a man. So if you're a woman, this is an air sign male that they like psychic in a sense where they may be intuitive, or something is wise about this person, right? Something is wise about this person. I keep getting this energy of someone taking something that was yours. So it could be it could have been an idea. It could have been I get a style. It's an idea. It could have been a style that somebody was biting off of, that you may want to confront them about. They may not know what you're talking about. It could be pay that you left, that they could have been like, oh, he didn't care, or she didn't care about the pay, so I'm going to inquire about it, or the bonus, they're not working here anymore. So why are they still listed as an employee here why are they getting employee benefits if they don't work here anymore? So that could be your voice about this person, or that's their voice about you. And that could be how they were able to get something that was tangible, because I see what's going on here. I'm also getting this idea of racism, possibly, and some type of it could be racism related. Well, racism I deem to be jealousy, extreme jealousy, racism, and then it could be like a prejudice feeling that somebody has, which is also extreme envy and jealousy in my mind, at least, right? So what's happening with that is that with the Prince of Sword, what's going on is that they could have had that feeling towards you, vice versa, but somebody is getting what's happening here is that say for example you're like a light-skinned black woman, or a light-skinned black dude, right? You could be dealing with this individual. They could be darker, but say you don't work somewhere anymore, but your old job has you listed they're like, you're still listed as someone who can receive employee benefits, or like rewards every year, or you receive, like, what's the other situation? You're on the benefit list for some type of organization or a workplace. But again, not fair. So either that they experience that, or you do, and something may not be fair about it, and you may be expressing that on social media, or they are. Or something is going on with, like, what's not fair about the situation is, I get being listed. What is not fair about the situation is being listed. Like, either you not being listed, or they're listed and something isn't fair about that. So if you didn't leave a job per se, this could just be someone that is new, right? Someone that is new, that they just started and they're already high ranking. But I get comparison. So when I hit that note, there's a comparison that you could be making because of that. So you may have tenure somewhere and they don't, vice versa. And there's comparisons being made about that tenure. That's why the star energy is in the waiting position. There's like comparisons about that tenure at a location, or in an organization, in a regular job. I don't know if this is happening in a family. That could be another situation. It feels like work. It feels like status. It feels like favoritism that you receive over them, vice versa. But somebody's taking it to social media where it's becoming really toxic, and it may become something that's really indirect about the expression of angst because of somebody's level of favoritism in some type of place, in some environment, okay? That's one storyline. If that's not only the case, the Eight of Swords with the Star and the Prince of Swords would be that, I get a date, would be that there's a date with this individual. But something about the date, I get to reap a benefit. Something about the date also implies that you reap a benefit from this person or they reap a benefit from you, right? They reap a benefit from you. Some type of date is important. Some type of date is important between you and this individual, okay? The future has the Knight of Wands. So it could be a Sag, could be Leo, Aries, guy. The instincts has the Prince of Sword. So the Prince of Sword, this could be you or an external air sign woman. So far what we have here is there's a lot of air sign men coming through here. There's fire sign men. There's air sign women. That could be you or someone else external. So if the Princess of Sword is in your instinct, I get a colleague. They're a colleague, coworker, or whatever. There's someone that you work with or that you like, that you deal with often, right? They're in your instinct, like they're in your mental space. You're thinking about them. So what's happening, I get what they were given. You may be thinking about something that they were given. Whatever it is that they were given. They could have been given a bonus. They could have been given a check. They could have been given a name tag. You didn't want them to have a name tag. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. I mean, in terms of a name tag, but that may be how they carry themselves. They could have been given something. Examples. That's what I meant to say. Examples of something that they were given. Like, I see what's happening here. This could be a situation here where you could be in a workplace and maybe you have tenure somewhere. And maybe you weren't given anything for having tenure somewhere, but maybe the air sign male and female external, maybe they did, or maybe they may deal with each other. That could be another scenario. That could be why the Eight of Swords is here as well too. You know what I'm picking up as well? I'm picking up an energy of new employees against an old one. So somebody here can be old employee or new. You can be an old employee or new. And there's a battle, it seems like, in between you and these individuals. Between who's new and who gets something. Who's old and who gets something. Who's old, who's new, who gets something. Or who is eligible to get something. Or he or she, they just started here. How are they up for a reward already? Something like that. I keep being drawn to the workplace element, but if it's not that, then it is. I was also getting the idea of dating as well, or having suitors to choose from. Right, having suitors to choose from, but there's an interesting energy attached to like suitors that you have, whether you're a man or a woman. There's a man and woman air sign here, and there's a fire sign male. So there's a few suitors that some of them just want something from you. Some of them just want something from you, and some of them want you. I get access to benefits. Some of them want access to a benefit that you're due to receive, or you're going to receive, or you received in the past and you didn't pay attention to it, or maybe you don't even know about it. That could Eight of Swords. Maybe you don't know about some type of benefit that you were due to receive, and somebody took that, they inquired about it, and they were given it. Or there's a benefit that you don't know, or you're going to find out about the benefit. And I get that's the reason, that could be the reason that they want to deal with you, is because of a benefit that you were given, or a benefit that they know that you're going to be given, or they know you have. That's why the Eight of Swords is here. I feel like the wrong person to date. When I picked up this card, you're choosing the wrong person to date, or you're choosing the wrong person to date, or you either chose or you're going to choose the wrong person. You chose the wrong person, or you chose the wrong person, or you're going to choose the wrong or right person. But the spirit said wrong. The interference kind of gives me the idea that something is wrong about someone that you chose. Something is maybe wrong about someone that you chose for love, because somebody just wants a benefit from you. That's for some. Some may be love related, but I know the truth about something. Some of you're dealing with people or a person that there's true love there, but they also know something. Okay, they were also made aware of something that is going on with you that's work related, benefit related. And then another half, and they may actually like you. Then there's another half where you're dealing with someone. There's a few people here that you could be dealing with that they just, I get extract. They just want to extract something from you. So they may present themselves as very friendly. I don't know if you're doing that to these elements. They may present themselves really friendly and down to earth and genuine to you, but they want something. But some they really do like you, and they know of something that you're owed or you have. Then the other half is like they just want something that you have. And I get expressed vaguely. So when I hit that note, it's expressed very vaguely that they do want something that you have, right? Or that they like you. Something is expressed very vaguely. That's important to know. Something is expressed vaguely about a situation here. The Princess of Cups, the water sign female, is next to the Eight of Swords. So the water sign female, I get a suitor. It feels like you have a lot of suitors here. Suitors are, some of these suitors you're meeting through work. Some of them you may meet through family. Some of them could be, if it's not only love and coworkers and shadiness, then it could be family. Something may be interesting going on in a family environment with siblings. And I get know what siblings know. Like your sibling may know something, and they may not, that they're not sharing with you. Your sibling may know something if you have a sibling. So an air sign, male, female, water sign, female, or a Knight of Wands. You may have somebody is here that is a sibling that knows something as well. The interference, you can have a water sign that's a sibling, friend, co-worker, and they've known something for a while that is happening with you. They know something for a while, whatever that means. Right? Then no one, if it's, okay, let me go through these storylines. It's a lot of storylines. And my leg is sticking to the chair. All right, let me go through these storylines very carefully. If the Princess of Cups, eight of interference, if the Princess of Cups is a sibling, I'm going to go with this example. If they are a sibling, they know of a new suitor that you have that, they just want something. They know that a new suitor that you have or you're currently with, they know that they just want something from you, if that makes any sense. They just want a benefit that you have. They just want, live where you live. Like someone may live where you live and you don't know that, or you do, or they, what do you call it? Or they just want to live where you live. That could be a scenario. Someone may just want to live where you live. Whatever, like you may live in a high-end situation. You may live in a high-end situation, or you live in an area that has accessibility to really cool things. And that's the only reason. So when I ran through that, that's the only reason. So somebody that you're tied to here is like, for whatever reason, they feel like they need to live with you. You're surrounded by something. It benefits them for whatever reason that they're not expressing. So that's an air sign woman that you're dealing with that is like that. Or it's a water sign woman, or an air sign man, or a fire sign man. Something that you have going on, somebody just wants. Or somewhere that you are, someone just wants access to something specific. Whatever that means to you. But then another scenario of this is that you have a sibling, and it sees through bullshit. You have a sibling that sees through BS, whatever that means to you. You have a sibling that sees through a partner that you're dealing with. like a very intuitive sibling. You have a very intuitive sibling. Something may be going on with your intuition. But you have a very intuitive sibling that sees something about a Knight of Wands, fire sign man. You have a very intuitive, whether your sibling is a man or a woman, you have a very intuitive sibling that sees something about an air sign female external or air sign man external. You have a co-worker that sees something about a Princess of Cups. The Eight of Interference, I feel like the Cups energy, like the water sign woman, is like a helper for some. That water sign woman is next to the interference, which would mean that they're either not helping the situation, and not helping could mean that they know something and they're not expressing, or they're helping as in like they're the intuitive one and they see through people that you're dealing with here, things that you don't see for whatever reason. Okay, there's a lot going on here. The Six of Pentacles, Six of Success, is in your spiritual self next to the star. So if, like I said, if you're embodying star energy, then there's a need to give back. So the Six of Pentacles is like is a karmic card as well. So there's karma in your spirit. There's an element of karma that is in your spiritual self, and it has to do with money. So what's happening, if there's financial karma in your spirit, then the situation is that what's going on with that is something that some type of behavior that you had with money that you were getting may have been not right. And something may have happened karmically with that, in terms of how you acted with some type of money that you were getting. Like you could have received money that belonged to someone else at some point, and now what could be happening is that the same thing is what you were offered in the past that belonged to someone else, that's happening to you. That's one element of it. That could be happening to you, or that's happening to someone else, or someone else just knows that. And then there's karma that overtly plays out, and then there's a financial karma that is not yet seen, or the karmic energy as well is coming from something you didn't say. Karmic energy as well is coming from something you didn't say as well, due to some type of knowledge of something that you know that you could have spoke on. And that's what's happening as well too, okay? It can have something to do with behavior, and like I said, with the air sign male external, air sign female external, water sign woman, Aquarian, fire sign male. There's the comparisons, and somebody having some type of benefit over you over them, and something's karmically happening with that, with something you didn't say or something somebody didn't say. And so what's happening is becoming weird. Some element about it may be strange, or you may be doing a lot of indirect stuff. I mean, but there's karma. Passive aggressive behavior is karmic too. The Ace of Discs energy is in the mentality. So the Ace of Discs will be a job, a new one. So it resides with the Princess of Sword. So that could be you with a new job that you're in, that you're thinking about, or that's an air sign female external, and there's someone in your job environment. There's someone new that's in your job environment. Okay, and something's going on with them. It could have been them that interfered, or they mediated, or it's the water sign woman, they interfered, they mediated. It's a lot of people here there's some people here that you really don't need to have in your space, and that may be causing problems. What's changing is the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, like, you may not be working hard for some type of money, or at one point you may not have been working hard for some type of money. I get annoyed at someone. So you weren't working. I mean, I'm not gonna say you weren't working hard. Yes, you could have been working hard at one point. Then there's another, for some of you, there's another situation of somebody could have just been, you could have been working, but somebody could have also been giving you some type of money willingly. And it's like, and there's you're not doing that anymore, it seems like. Or you may not need to do it anymore. And that could be why something's playing out the way it is, if that makes any sense. That could be why something's playing out the way it is here with money. It has to do with money and like some type of work benefit and knowledge that other people have of a work benefit. Knowledge that you don't know of pertaining to a work benefit. Some type of comparison and being on a list being on the high ranking list or having tenure in a place and being paid more or nothing with these elements. Or you indirectly, there's, you got karmic passive aggressiveness going on here as well too, for this one part of the situation. Then you have siblings who are telling you that, you dated somebody that I heard her saying that you have this, that, and the third, or that she's going to get this, that, she's going to get this, that, and the third from you, out of you. And you don't know about that conversation, or is something like that is going to come to your awareness at some point. Something like that is going to come to your awareness about the air sign man, the water sign woman, the air sign female. The Aquarian is here. So there's something interesting going on with the Aquarian. And I get knowledge of something. Something's going on with the Aquarian and knowledge that they have of something, whether they're a man or a woman. Air sign man. Right? Could be Libra, could be another Gemini, but the Aquarian is coming through. Man, woman, water sign, man, woman. Let's figure out what's going on with a Sag or Aries, Leo man. The resolution has the Aeon. This is judgment. I keep forgetting to say this is judgment because sometimes I forget that it is. There's judgment going towards the Knight of Wands. So that's the only fire sign energy that's here. So there's judgment with them because they do know a lot. And there's judgment, and you may be connecting with them, and there's judgment. There may be judgment with your connection with them for some reason. Somebody's judging you on that. The judging has something to do with the not needing to work hard anymore. And it could be because of them that you don't need to, because they may give you something. They did give you something in the past, or they're going to give you something. And that's why the air sign men and women, something's going on with them acting out, or it's the water sign woman. There's a sister in the situation too. So if you don't have a sister, there's a woman that you deem to be sister-like, or that could be how, whether if you're a woman, that could be how air sign male sees you, or a Knight of Wands sees you. If you're not biologically a sister to them, that's how they see you. But I get too close for comfort. So when I hit that note, they're too close for comfort. I don't know if you're too close for comfort with them. That could be a situation. All right. You got a lot going on. There's a lot going on there. All right. Let me do an outcome. There's a lot of people here. So just be careful. Be careful because it's like something that you don't see, someone knows, someone has been, there's someone is expressing that overtly or vaguely. I was getting an idea like something's being expressed very vaguely, but it's dangerous that it's being expressed vaguely. Like it could affect you. I mean, it just depends on what it is, how extreme. All right, let me do an outcome here. Wait, let me look at the days. Do we have numbers? So March 8th may be important. We passed March 6th. There's 2 8s here. So any day that has an 8 in it may be important. The Aeon, the judgment card is 20. So March 20th may be important. right? March 20th, maybe an important day. March, that week, that last week, the week before last of this month may be important. All right, let me do an outcome here. Three of Sword. So the Three of Sword energy is here. So there's a little bit of it is your energy, like I said, and then there's a little bit of, you know what's coming to mind? I get raunchy. I don't know. The word raunchy is coming to mind for some reason. Something is raunchy. Right? You can use the word raunchy to describe anything. Raunchy could be the way someone dresses. Raunchy could be raunchy in speech. Raunchy. Someone may be raunchy in their speech. I don't know. Three of Swords. When I got the Three of Swords, I get raunchy. I don't know if somebody is describing you that way, or you're describing someone or something in that manner. Raunchy. It has something to do with these elements here, like the Aquarian, another air sign man, water sign woman, air sign woman, fire sign man. Something's going on. Like something is raunchy about. Let me do another outcome. And the Knight of Wands is there again. The raunchy has something to do with them, or something that you do with them, something that you implied. Either something you implied to them, or something they implied to you, something that's maybe raunchy about it. I don't know. If it's not that, then something that you're doing, some type of involvement that you have with them, something is, I get weird. Something is weird about your involvement with them. Something may be weird about the involvement. I don't know why. It has something to do with money. Like, that's why the Eight of Pentacles is changing. It has something to do with money. Maybe somebody helps you with money unnecessarily or necessarily. But it's like you, whether you're a man or a woman, you have this connection to this fire sign man that is like, I get questionable. Whether you're a man or a woman, you have a really interesting connection with a fire sign man that something is questionable about the connection. However you want to look at that. Or it's however somebody else here is looking at it. Something's interesting about the connection. It could be a bisexual connection. It could be a sexual connection. That's why I'm getting the idea of raunchy. And something about that connection is something about it is like, I'm feeling like it's a connection that you don't want someone to know about for some reason, or some people to know about for some reason. All right. Well, let me know how it resonates, Gemini. Be well. Take care. Bye.